Hello students, today we are going to understand the concept of debentures and its features. Company raises debenture capital for fulfilling its long-term and medium-term financial requirements. Debentures represent borrowed capital. Those who purchase debentures of the company are known as debenture holders. They are creditors of the company. They don't have any right to participate in the management of the company. Debenture holders get a fixed rate of interest as return on their investment, which is decided at the time of issue of debentures. Board of directors of the company has the power, has the authority to issue debentures. Let us understand the definition of debentures. According to section 2 subsection 30 of Indian Companies Act 2013, the word debenture includes debenture stock, bonds, and any other instrument of the company evidencing a debt, whether constituting a charge on assets of the company or not. According to this definition, debentures may be secured or unsecured. They may or may not have any charge against the assets of the company. Now let us move towards features. The very first feature of debenture is promise. Debenture is a written promise of a company that it owes specified sum of money to the holder of the debentures. Company is liable to repay the amount of debenture holders on the date of maturity, which is given in the debenture certificate. Next feature is face value. The face value of debenture is usually of high denomination. It is normally rupees 100 or in multiples of rupees 100. For example, rupees 200, 300, 400, 500, like that. The next one is the time of repayment. Of course, debentures are issued with the due date, which is mentioned in the debenture certificate. The principal amount of debenture is repaid or returned back on the date of maturity to the debenture holders. Next one is interest. We know that debenture holders are creditors of the company, so they get interest at fixed rate on their investment. Interest is paid to debenture holders at the rate which is decided at the time of issue of debentures. They get interest at regular intervals, maybe on half-yearly basis or yearly basis. Interest has to be paid regularly to the debenture holders, whether there is a profit or not. So payment of interest to debenture holders has no connection with profitability of the company. Whether company is making profit or not, company is liable to pay interest to the debenture holders of the company. The next one is assurance of repayment. Of course, debenture holders carry assurance of repayment of their amount on the maturity date. Parties to debentures. Now there are three parties to debentures. The first one is company. This is the entity, this is the organization which borrows money. The second party relating to debentures is the trustees, or we can say debenture trustees. A company has to appoint debenture trustee if it is offering debentures to more than 500 people. This is the party through whom company deals with the debenture holders. The company has to make agreement with trustees. It is called trust deed. This trust deed contains the obligations of the company, rights of debenture holders, and powers of trustees. Debenture trustees are appointed in order to protect the interest of debenture holders. The third party relating to debentures is a debenture holder. Debenture holders are persons who provide loan to company and receive debenture certificate. Rights. Debenture holders do not have rights in the general meetings of the company because debenture holders are creditors of the company. They cannot be allowed to attend any general meeting. General meeting is nothing but meeting of shareholders of the company. For example, annual general meeting, extraordinary meeting. All the decisions of the company are mostly taken by equity shareholders and board of directors of the company in the general meetings. But debenture holders are never invited for any general meeting. Security. Debentures can be secured with some property of the company. As per Indian Companies Act 2013, company is permitted to issue secured as well as unsecured debentures. Secured debentures are those debentures which have some charge against the assets of the company. The charge may be fixed or it may be floating. If company fails to pay the amount of debenture holders to the company, then debenture holders have right to sell the asset on which charge is created and recover their dues. Listing. Listing is compulsory. Debentures must be listed with at least one recognized stock exchange, maybe Bombay Stock Exchange, maybe National Stock Exchange. Listing is compulsory. Listing is nothing but inclusion of debentures in the official list of particular share market. The next one is status. Now we know that debentures represent the borrowed capital. So debenture holders are creditors of the company because they provide loan to the company. They are not owners of the company. They are not members. They are not proprietors of the company. They are simply creditors of the company. So they don't have any normal voting rights. They don't have right to participate actively in the management of the company. Priority of repayment. Priority is nothing but first preference. Debenture holders have got first preference in the repayment of their capital over the other claimants of the company. This means when company repays the amount of creditors, debenture holders will be the first one to get their amount. So they have got priority of repayment at the time of winding up of the company. Authority to issue debentures. According to section 179 subsection 3 of Indian Companies Act 2013, the board of directors of the company has the power, authority or right to issue debentures. No other person in company can issue debentures. The board of directors of the company takes every decision relating to issue of debentures. For example, amount of debenture capital, types of debenture, face value of debenture, rate of interest, everything is decided by board of directors of the company in the board meeting. Issuers. Debentures can be issued by any company, whether it is a private limited company or a public limited company. We know the meaning of private company. Private company is a company in which minimum membership is 2, maximum 200. Whereas public limited company is a company in which minimum membership is 7 and there is no limit on the maximum number of members. Transferability. Debentures are easily transferable. Debentures are freely transferable. Debentures can be transferred through the instrument of transfer which is signed by debenture holders of the company. Debentures can be transferred by following a particular procedure which is given in the articles of association of the company. So in this way, today we have learnt about number of features of debentures: promise, face value, time of repayment, interest, assurance of repayment, parties to debentures, rights, securities, listing, status, priority of repayment, authority to issue debentures, issuers and transferability. Thank you.